Riding my bike just brings so much joy. I feel such a freedom out there. And getting up early in the morning, right as the sun's coming up, coming out of my garage, clipping into my bike, and watching that pink hue just dominate the sky. There's no better way for me to open the morning than that. You just feel so close to God at that point and feel a way to stretch myself. Being an attorney is a very stressful job. I carry on the burdens of so many people. And I've accepted that. I've accepted it as almost a calling where I want to help people out. And I'm helping them out one of the hardest times in their life. And it's stressful. It's tough carrying those burdens. And so starting out the morning, getting on my bike, helps bring a calm to me and prepare me for what's going to come ahead throughout the day. I wanted to start riding when I was in law school, and I was so busy. I was working full time, going to law school. I was married. We had a kid. My wife told me, just wait, just get through school first. I had so much on my plate, and she wanted to make sure that I graduated because she knew I barely made it through my undergraduate. So she wanted to make sure that I focused on one thing at a time and got through law school. So after I get out of law school, I did what I thought most attorneys do, and I went and bought a set of golf clubs off of Craigslist. Found some people to go golfing with and went golfing a few times, and did not like the sport. I just couldn't grasp the idea of sitting out there for 2 or 3 hours just walking around, swinging a club. It just didn't reach me. So I ended up getting a bike and started fighting the discipline to get up in the morning and go ride. Getting out there before the family wakes up, getting out there before the city's awake, before the phone starts ringing. And I just found peace and I found comfort on there. And I've gotten to the point where it's a Zen moment for myself, where if I'm stressed and my wife picks up on that stress, she'll tell me, go ride your bike, because she knows what it does for me. She knows what it does for our family. She knows what it does for our clients. So I started getting really competitive at riding the bike, and the competitiveness was a huge outlet for me because of all the stress that I deal with at work. It provided a different avenue where the mental acumen, where I could set that aside and just focus on the physical, where I could physically drive my body to the limit and see how deep it would go. And it provided a good outlet for me to deal with the stress. And it was such a great time in my life to be able to compete and get to a relatively high level. For one thing, I was able to push my physical limits. But another thing is I really developed a lot of strong connections and friendships in the Las Vegas community, getting to know other cyclists. It's a great community with riders from all different backgrounds, but we all find a common goal to push ourselves, to compete against each other and to make ourselves better. And that competitive nature has crossed into the legal field as well, where when I'm dealing with opposing counsel, I know I've just got to outlast them. I've got to outfight them. I've got to outpunch them. When fighting against insurance companies, we've got to push them to the limits to recognize the risk that they have if they continue to push back. It's a battle of endurance. It's a test of will. And I'm grateful for cycling to help drive me in that direction to fight for my clients.